Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Erik Voss, and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness this week, along with a new trailer and tickets now on sale, at least for the faster trigger fingers on AMC's app, dropped 5 new official posters, each of them beautifully designed and filled with interesting details and Easter eggs. I'm gonna break down all 5 of these posters because analyzing all this movie's marketing is the reason Mephisto put me on this earth and because I love you. Okay, the 5 new posters include the theatrical poster, the IMAX poster, the Dolby poster, the real 3D poster, and the Screen X poster. Let's start with the theatrical poster. This poster uses the same broken glass aesthetic from the poster that came out in February, both harking back to the broken glass motif from What If, the way the watcher of that series depicted the barriers between realities in the multiverse. The main characters are all arranged in a circle, Strange in the 12 o'clock position, doing the same "Go Longhorns" hand sign that Chris Hemsworth is doing in Thor Love and Thunder, "We're finally promoting this movie" post. It's all connected! But beneath Strange's hand is Wang, then Gargantos, then Wanda with her head directly beneath the Eye of Agamotto, then America Chavez, and a star portal hovering right over Strange's palm. In the lower corner of that poster, Kamartaj in a red tinted filter casting it as the battle site of this film. Then variant Dr. Christine Palmer in her Illuminati lab coat, and then Mordo Supreme. Now, interesting to note, this poster lists Michael Stuhlbarg in the top billing, who plays Dr. Nicodemus West in the 2016 film and in this movie, who so far has only shown up in promo footage at Christine Palmer's wedding. Now, Dr. West has a really big role in the amazing comic storyline The Oath and might have an expanded role in this movie, but also the exact order and listing of the film billing is something negotiated in actors' contracts depending on how pushy their agents are. Now, if you've been watching these videos for a while, you know a big part of my job is trying to translate other text or symbols that are on screen, something I always try to do in my real life with real world languages, and a life's mission that I've been able to work towards thanks to help from our video sponsor today, Babbel. Babbel is the #1 language learning app in the world. I live in California, where a lot of people speak a lot of non-English languages, and I'm jealous of the multilinguicity. Is that a word? I should at least know English. I just want to add some multi to my own linguicity in 2022 and finally learn Spanish. And Babbel is helping me out with that. Babbel specializes in preparing you for real-life encounters and situations. It also has no ads because those are real-life encounters I'm already getting plenty of. Today's lesson? No preguntas. Nailed it! I just like how they gamify the learning process. I got daily goals and achievements that I can unlock as I learn the language. I played around with learning through an app before, but the free apps just seem too basic. University studies have shown that 15 hours of using Babbel is the equivalent of a semester of college Spanish. I'm pretty early in my Babbel journey, but I have started to learn some useful phrases like "¿Qué haces en tu tiempo libre?" which translates to "What do you do in your free time?" And I'm on my way to making some friends already. Some very patient friends. So get 65% off your subscription when you click the link in the description to start learning with Babbel today. Now, also as before, those broken shards all contain other variants we'll be seeing throughout the movie. To the right of Strange's head is a variant with a thicker goatee, which might be Sinister Strange, who now in the trailer has a third eye. To his right is Defender Strange, I think, because Defender Strange has a thinner mustache and that kind of soul patch and then a thinner chin strap, of course the pulled back hair. But then to his right is that same Defender Strange when he takes on his zombified form in that mountaintop battle with the demon arms splayed out behind him in the Images of Icon pose. To his right is Wanda, I think it's loungewear Wanda, with the blood streaming down her face from that Super Bowl trailer, and beneath her is a shard showing a cleaner faced Wanda. Now on the left side of this poster, on either sides of Mordo Supreme, are again that broken watch face from the December trailer on the left, and then another form of Wanda on the right. Now a little detail about that watch that I had failed to mention, sorry, in the shots of the hatch opening to that utopian parallel looking location, Strange has strapped that broken watch on the knob of that hatch. Crazy. That watch was given to him by Christine Palmer in the 2016 film and then broke when muggers attacked him. And then in the film's final shot, it served as a lasting symbol of Strange's unhealable wound of his broken hands, but his mastery of the mental and the mystical over the physical. Now it is being used practically as a kind of key to open back doors through dimensions. Maybe Strange himself set up this door as a failsafe in a worst case scenario when he would need to access that hidden item that he kept in this place. Or since variant Christine is right next to him there, and she's the one who gave him the watch in an alternate timeline, it could be a failsafe that she set up. Above these is a shard showing the Illuminati panel, but unlike in the trailer, all the slots appear to be filled. With that one last figure walking up to their seat, maybe Mordo Supreme as we saw in the trailer, all of these filled, including the empty space between the middle 2 chairs that we assume will be occupied by Charles Xavier's hover chair. Now to the right of this is Defender Strange again, the silver stripe more clearly visible. Let's move on to the IMAX poster, which overall has this really cool look with the broken pieces showing different faces of the variants of Strange and Wanda, Mordo, Wong, and America, but all arranged like daggers pointing inward at Strange's face, or maybe even the teeth of some supernatural being devouring him. Now, among these variants is a rotting face of Defender Strange, which is just looking more and more Sam Raimi Evil Dead with every new promo that comes out. One little unnerving detail in this poster that I love, notice how pretty much all of the eyes in these shards are looking directly at us. But when you reassemble the shard on the far right, which shows Wanda with her fiery red hair, and then the matching one on the far left of Wanda with the same hair color, one of her eyes looks at us while the other looks askew. This whole one eye on us, the other not effect is a freaky horror trick that Bill Skarsgård pulled off practically as Pennywise in It, and it casts Wanda as a similar potential horror villain. It also reflects how this Wanda really has split forms, with each form having her eyes on different prizes, one helping Strange, the other helping herself. Now, the Dolby poster might be my favorite because it's really the simplest, fewer visuals, really just the sound of it, baby. Strange investigates a sanctum window that's been blown open by some intrusive force with red tinted glow. But then on the floor behind him, that intruder is already in the house, the shadow of the Scarlet Witch creeping up on him. Now, the real 3D poster plays up the variants and the symmetry visual themes. At the top is Strange with his variants fanning out from him on either sides like a Rolodex. On the right, it looks like Sinister Strange or some other version, and then on the left, Defender Strange. In a way, these two variants embody the classic trope of the angel versus the demon on either shoulder. From Strange's perspective, the angel, Defender Strange, on his right shoulder, associated with good, and then the demon, Sinister Strange, on his left shoulder, associated with evil. Beneath them are variant Dr. Christine Palmer and her echoes, Mordo Supreme and his echoes, and then Wong and his echoes, with the Scarlet Witch in the center, interestingly, a singular figure orchestrating all of this madness, the one spinning the Rolodexes. And then at the bottom, America Chavez in a red-colored New York street as the tentacles of Gargantos snake out after her, but then on the left, a Sanctum Sanctorum with some figure standing in front of it. Is it? Nope, is actually the statue of the clean-shaven Supreme Strange that we saw in the earlier trailer, whom I have always seen as suspicious because what living person erects a huge statue in their own honor other than someone who can't erect anything else? By the way, today's sponsor is, just kidding, we already did that. Now lastly, there is the Screen X poster, which also showcases all the main figures and their variants. You got Strange in the center with 4 variants, 1 on the left and then 3 on the right, the middle of those being the Defender Strange. And then below on the right is Gargantos, and then between him and Wanda is some red-lit ruins, maybe the Twisted Tree background behind Wanda and Strange when she drops the facade of her orchard pocket reality. And then to the left of Wanda is Kamartaj, and then Wong and America, Dr. Christine Palmer, then Mordo Supreme. And then in the upper left of Mordo, the Illuminati dais once again, with Strange standing before it. Now, beside America is this pedestal that I spotted in my trailer breakdown of the ruins of, I think, America's home dimension, the Utopian Parallel. A pedestal that in the trailer showed a glowing blue item, now here confirmed to be a book. Now, I thought maybe the Darkhold, or it could be some other book used to counteract the Darkhold, like the Book of Vishanti, which in the comics is used to counteract curses with only protective magic, which would be a pretty important item for Strange and America and Christine to seek out to undo the madness that Wanda and the Darkhold have unleashed across the multiverse. Now that it's showing up both in the trailer and this poster so prominently, it tells us that this book, whatever it is going to be key to the movie's plot. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at EA Voss, follow New Rockstars, subscribe to New Rockstars for more announcements of everything you love. Thanks for watching. Bye!